Proceed.
With permission, Yang Arif, the proceeding is conducted through the remote communication technology pursuant to Section 15A of the Court of Judicature Act 1964. Due to the enforcement of the movement control order in Sabah, all parties, including the State Attorney General Chambers and the Sabah Law Societies, had expressed their agreement. Now, may you all have business before Yang Arif Datu Nucaya Haji Asyad, Senior Judge of High Court Sabah Sarawak in Sabah Sarawak, Kota Kinabalu, draw near and give your attendance. Now, may I call the first case? The short call case first. Case number BKI 17C-6/12 of 2012. The 2021. The applicant is Raslina Patrick T. Rining. The master is Puan Syarata.
This is Yang Arif. My name is Syarata Masyaro binti John Ridwan Niken. And I believe State Counsel Puan Dulci Milus Majawid appear for the State Attorney General of Sabah, and my learned friend, Mr. President Roger Chin, appear for the Sabah Law Society today, my lady. My lady, today is an application for short call for the applicant by the name of Raslina Patrick under Section 4A of the Advocate Ordinance Sabah Cap 2. My lady, I believe the paper are in orders, and may I seek confirmation from both of my learned friend in respect of the same.
Papers are in orders. We have no objection, my lord and my lady.
Mr. Roger.
No objections, my lord, my lady. Right.
It is, my lady. May I humbly pray for order in terms.
The application by the applicant for an order pursuant to Section 4A of the Advocates Ordinance, that Raslina, is it? Am I correct? Raslina.
That's correct, my lady.
Rining be permitted to appear on behalf of the applicant, Mrs. Lincoln and Co. during a period of 3 months, order in terms of originating summons, yeah? Dated
Much obliged, my lady. Much obliged, Yang Arif.
Next.
Next case, Yang Arif, BKI 17C-1/1 of 2022. Applicant is Lee Sin Yang by Choo Puyu.
Please proceed, yeah?
It pleases your ladyship. My name is Teo Chi Kang. I am the applicant herein, appearing in person. The pupil for the short call, Mr. Lee Sin Yang, is present. My lady, Puan Dulci, my learned friend, Puan Dulci Milus Majawid, Senior State Counsel, is appearing for the Sabah State Attorney General Chambers. My learned friend, Mr. Roger Chin, President for the SLS, is appearing for the SLS. My lady, today's is an application for short call of my pupil, Lee Sin Yang. I believe the papers are in order. May I seek confirmation from my learned friends?
On the State Attorney.
No objection, my lady.
Mr. Roger.
No objections, my lady.
Very well, then application by the applicant for an order pursuant to Section 4A of the Advocate Ordinance Sabah Cap 2 that Lee Sin Yang be permitted to appear on behalf of the applicant of Mrs. Shelley Yap during a period of 3 months, yeah, originating in order in terms of originating summons dated 3rd of January 2022. Yep.
Obliged, my lady.
Yes.
Next case by lady, BKI 17C-2/1 of 2022. The applicant full name is Kenny Leah Chia Wen Kok, by the master Sherzali Kherza Asli.
Good morning, my lady.
Hmm.
My lady, as mentioned earlier, my name is Shazali Asli and I am the applicant in this matter. The application before your ladyship is application for a short call under section 4A of the Advocates Ordinance. In this respect, my lady, I believe all the papers are in order. Perhaps I can get confirmation from Learned Counsel from SLS President, Mr. Roger Chin, and Puan Dulci Majahid from the State AG.
No objection, my lady.
Mr.
No
Roger?
objections, my lady.
In view of this, my lady, may I humbly pray for an order in terms of the application?
Very well, then application by the applicant for an order pursuant to section 4A of the Advocates Ordinance, Sabar Cap 2, that Kenny Leo Chia Wen Kok be permitted to appear on behalf of the applicant, Mrs. Asli and Chambers, during a period of 3 months, or in terms of originating summons dated 21st of January 2022.
Very much obliged, my lady.
Next case, BKI 17C-3/1 of 2022. The applicant name Nuraisha Imam binti Faizal Sajali by Master Sezali Kherza Asli.
My lady, once again, Shazali Asli appearing as the applicant in this matter. The papers, I believe, are in order. This is an application under section 4A, similar application. May I, sorry, my lady? Sorry, my lady, you got caught.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Please proceed, yeah?
Yes, so the application before the court, this court is section 4A for a short call. I believe the papers are in order. May I inquire from my learned friends, Mr. Roger Chin, President of the SLS, and Puan Dulci Majahid from the State AG, whether or not they have any objections?
No objections, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
Very well, then an application by the applicant for an order pursuant to section 4A of the Advocates Ordinance that Nuraisa Iman binti Faizal Sazli be permitted to appear on behalf of the applicant of Mrs. Asli and Chambers during a period of 3 months. Orders order in terms of registering summons dated 21st of 1st, 2022.
Much obliged, my lady.
Next case, my lady, BKI 17C-4/2 of 2022. The applicant name Haslina binti Hasnaduddin, applicant by the master Rowina binti Rashid.
May I present, my lady? I'm Rowina binti Rashid, applicant in this case. Today is fixed for the hearing in respect of the short call application pursuant to section 4A of the Advocates Ordinance. May I seek I believe that papers are in order. May I get the confirmation from the State Attorney General Chamber and the President of Sabar Law Society?
No objections, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
Okay, very well, then an application by the applicant for an order pursuant to section 4A of the Advocates Ordinance, Sabar Cap 2, that Haslina binti Hasanuddin be permitted to appear on behalf of the applicant for Ms. Rowena Rashid and Company during a period of 3 months, or in terms of originating summons dated 17th of February 2022.
Much obliged, my lady.
Next case, my lady, part exemption cases, BKI 17D-1/1 of 2022. The applicant is Tiffany Tan Yi Ting by Master Irene Vitus, alias Caroline.
May it pleases my lady, Irene Vitus appearing for the applicant. Ms. Dulcie Melus Majawid is for the State AG Chambers, and Mr. President Roger Chin Ken Fong is for the Sabar Law Society. My lady, this is an application for partial exemption under Section 4, 1B(c) of the Advocates Ordinance. I believe the papers are in order. May I inquire from the State AG and the Sabar Law Society whether there are any objections? No objections, my lady.
Roger,
No objections, my lady.
applicant be exempted for a period of 3 months from the period of pupillage of 12 months as prescribed by Section 4, 1A of the Advocates Ordinance, Sabar Cap 2, under Section 4, 1B, A and C of the Advocates Ordinance, Sabar Cap 2. Order in terms of originating summons dated 14th of January 2022.
Much obliged, my lady.
Next case, my lady, BKI 17D-2/1 of 2022. The applicant name Aaron Mark Pius by Master Cornelius Chua Cheng Chun.
May it please your ladyship, Cornelius Chua appearing for the applicant, my learned friend Puan Dosi Majawid for the Sabah State Attorney General Chambers, Mr. Roger Chin for the SLS. My lady, today the applicant's application is for in part exemption under Section 4(1)(b) of the Advocates Ordinance Sabar Cap 2. My lady, we believe that the papers are in order. Can we seek confirmations from our learned friends?
No objections, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
An application, an application by the applicant for an order that the above named applicant be granted part exemption under Section 241B of the Advocates Ordinance Sabar Cap 2 for a period of 6 months for the period of pupillage for reading in chamber for such other period as the court deems fit for the purpose of fulfilling Section 4(1)(a) of the Advocates Ordinance Sabar Cap 2.
Much obliged, my lady.
Term for origin summons dated 14th of January 2022. Yeah.
Much obliged, my lady.
Next case, my lady, BKI 17D-3/1 of 2022. The applicant name Chin Yi by Master Cornelius Chua Chen Chun.
Once again, my lady, Cornelius Chua appearing for the applicant, my learned friend Puan Dosi Majawid for the Sabah State Attorney General Chambers, and Mr. Roger Chin for the SLS. My lady, the applicant's application today is for in part exemption under Section 4(1)(b)(c) of the Advocates Ordinance Sabar Cap 2. My lady, we believe that the papers are in order. Can we kindly seek confirmations from our learned friends?
No objections, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
We pray for order in terms, my lady.
Yes.
My lady, we believe that the papers are in order. We pray for an order in terms.
Endorse.
No objections, my lady.
Roger.
No objections, my lady.
This is 73D-122. Okay, yeah. An application by the applicant for an order that the above named applicant be granted part exemption under Section 4(1)(b)(c) of the Advocates Ordinance Sabar Cap 2 for a period of 3 months from the period of pupillage or reading in chambers or for such period as the court deems fit for the purpose of fulfilling Section 4(1)(a) of the Advocates Ordinance Sabar Cap 2. Orders in term of originating summons dated 17th of January 2022. Thank you.
Much obliged, my lady.
Next case, my lady, emission petition cases. I start with BKI 18 1/1 of 2022. The applicant name Choo Puyu, moved by Master Betty Chan Seng Fong.
Morning, my lady. My name is Betty Chan Seng Fong, appearing for the petitioner Choo Puyu, and my learned friend Wan Tusi Majawid for the state AG, and Mr. Roger Chin for the Sabar Law Society. My lady, today has been fixed for the hearing for the petition by Ms. Choo Puyu for her application to be admit and enroll to be an advocate and solicitor in the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak. My lady, before I proceed further, may I inquire whether there is any objection from my learned friends?
No objections, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
My lady, may I proceed further?
Please do.
My lady, the petitioner was born in Sandakan, Sabah, and therefore she has established her Sabah connection. The petitioner was graduated with a Bachelor of Law degree from the University of Hertfordshire, and thereafter was awarded the Certificate of Legal Practice by the Legal Professional Qualifying Board. The applicant has commenced and completed her pupillage in Petaling Jaya by reading in the chambers of Mercers, Aarons, Casey, Ng, and Partners, and she was subsequently admitted as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. Thereafter, she commenced her pupillage by reading in my chamber, and under my tutelage, and I have been actively practiced for more than 7 years. The petitioner was granted a partial exemption of 6 months from her chambering period. She had duly completed her 6-month pupillage as of end of September 2021 under my guidance. She had completed her Silver Advocacy training course and has passed the Sabar Law Society's Ethic Practice and Professional Standard course. She had also attended Legal Aid Scheme and Duty Counsel Scheme. The petitioner is of good character, and she has exhibited 2 recent testimonials of good character in her affidavit of support. As of today, she has not been disbarred, struck off, or suspended from the legal practice, and she is not a bankrupt. My lady, I believe the papers are in order, and I humbly pray for the petitioner to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate in the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak.
Is there any objection? Van Tulsi from the State Attorney.
No objections, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
So the applicant be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. And upon the payment of the prescribed fee, the Deputy Registrar shall cause the name of the applicant be extended on the roll of advocates pursuant to Section 6 of the Advocates Ordinance, Sabah Cap 2. Congratulations.
Much obliged.
Yeah.
Next, my lady, may the petitioner stand up and take her YBGK pledge.
I, Choo Puyu, NRIC number 940303-126226, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
The gowning ceremony shall be performed The gowning ceremony shall be done by her parents.
Are we doing the gowning ceremony now or after the whole
For each.
for each one?
Now, no, for each of the candidates.
Okay, but then it should be after gowning. Each petitioner will take YBGK punya oath kan, not before gowning.
No, that's before.
After gowning, isn't it?
And before gowning.
Before gowning.
May I please, Your Honor? My lord?
Yes, please.
Gowning.
Have we changed our shouldn't it be once everybody is called, then each one will be called to this what to be what? No, we will proceed with. We change now, is it?
No. After
The gowning will be individually after each admission. Okay, then the gowning.
Gowning.
Proceed, Mr. Ong.
Yeah.
To call for the parents, is it?
Yeah, the parent of Choo Puyu.
Mr. Ong.
Yes. Only the.
I haven't. There is no. It's not in my. Okay, already, yeah.
Yeah.
Already
Okay. Congratulations. Do you have anything to say to message for your parents or for your friends?
So I want to express my gratitude to my master, Miss Betty Chan Seng Fong, for all her guidance all this while. And then I would like to thank my parents as well as all my friends that support me along this journey. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.
Thank you, my lady.
Next
My lady.
Yeah.
PKI 18-2/1 of 2022. The applicant is Muhammad Zulifan bin Sadali Donor by Master Norbert Chin Chuan Xiong.
My lady, Norbert Chin Chuan Xiong for the petitioner. My learned friend, Miss Dulcie Majawid is for the State Attorney General Chambers. And my learned friend, Mr. Roger Chin, the president of SLS, is for the Sabar Law Society. My lady, may I inquire from the society, the Sabar Law Society and the State Attorney Chambers, whether the papers are in order and whether they have objection.
No objection, my lady.
No objection. Mr. Roger?
No objections, my lady.
Okay.
My lady, the petitioner was born at Queen Elizabeth Hospital on 7 November 1992 from both Sabahan parents. The petitioner started his primary education at Sekolah Kebangsaan Taman Sri Andalas, Klang Selangor until 2004. Then continued his secondary education at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Bukit Garam 2, Kinabatangan, Sabah. And then at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Blok Yuk, Kota Kinabalu. The petitioner commenced his tertiary education at University Teknologi Mara, UITM, Kuala Mengatar, Sabah, and was awarded the Diploma in Public Administration in 2012. The degree of Bachelor of Administration Science was awarded to the petitioner in 2015. The petitioner then obtained his degree of Bachelor of Laws honors in January 2021. The petitioner commenced his pupillage under me from 5th October 2020 and completed a 12-month period of pupillage as required under Section 4(1)(a) of the Advocate Ordinance Sabar Cap 2. My lady, the petitioner has also completed the 12th session of the Legal Aid Duty Council scheme organized by the Sabar Law Society. The petitioner has also completed the advocacy training course organized by the Borneo Advocacy Training Center and Sabar Law Society on 9, 16 and 17 July 2021. The petitioner had also attended the Ethics, Practice and Professional Standard course organized by Sabar Law Society. The petitioner is of good character. The petitioner has not disbarred, struck off, suspended, or in any other manner that disentitle him to practice as advocate or legal practitioner. The petitioner is not an undischarged bankrupt. My lady, in the circumstances, I verily believe that the petitioner has satisfied the condition of eligibility for admission as an advocate in the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah under Section 4(1)(ca), Section 4(1)(a), and Section 4(2). My lady, on this memorable day, the petitioner would like to convey his gratefulness to God the Almighty for his blessing that he has showered to him and his family. A special thanks to his parents, Mr. Sazali Donor and Madam Siti Nursatin, for the endless tender love, care, and undivided financial and moral support. Also to his brothers, Muhammad Zulfadli, who is a DPP, and Muhammad Zul Zain, and her sister Siti Nazura for their guidance and support. The petitioner wishes to have a special mention to all his friends and his roommate, especially Erfan during his bachelor's day and also at his firm's met in LLB, Suhairi Bazen Associates. My lady, I believe the petitioner's papers are in order and the relevant bodies have no objection. Wherefore, I humbly pray that your petitioner be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak. I'm obliged.
Muhammad Zulfiran bin Sazli Donor is be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak, and upon the payment of the prescribed fee, the Deputy Registrar shall cause the name of the applicant be entered on the rolls of advocates pursuant to Section 6 of the Advocates Ordinance Sabar Cap 2.
My lady, the gowning will be done by the petitioner's mother, Siti Nur Satin. Thank you.
Now, before that, May the petitioner stand up and take her YBGK pledge.
I, Muhammad Zulirfan bin Sazali Donol, IC number 921107125599, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
Next, the gowning ceremony shall be performed. The gowning ceremony shall be done by his parent.
Oh, I can't see any picture
Yeah.
of the gowning ceremony. Did you get it?
Itu. Got it, Yang Arif?
Sudah Kak Ong, because I can't get the picture of the gowning ceremony.
Done already.
Done already?
Yes.
Why am I not having the gowning ceremony picture?
Camera setting, Yang Arif.
Oh, okay. Just tell me when it's done, yeah?
Yeah, it's done, Yang Arif.
Congratulations, and the next one.
The next
Congratulations, yeah. Good.
The next case, BKI 18-232 of 2022. The applicant is Hai Lai Kiong by Master Jimmy Chang Yao Tung.
This is my lady, Jimmy Chang, appearing for the applicant in this matter. And my learned friend, Mr. Roger Ching, President of the Sabar Law Society, appear for Sabar Law Society. And my learned friend, Puan Dusi Majawid, appear for the State Attorney General Chambers. My lady, before I proceed, may I inquire from my learned friends whether there is any issue on the applicant application in this matter?
My lady, we are constrained to object to the application on the grounds that pursuant to section 4(1)(a), the applicant has not chambered and has not fulfilled that part of it. Chambering requires it to be either A, with serving in the judicial and legal services, B, with a private practitioner, or C, with the State Attorney General's chambers. The applicant has not chambered in any of these places and therefore has failed to fulfill the chambering requirement, my lady.
Puan Dulce?
Yeah, actually, I'm in concurrence with Mr. Roger. Actually, the petitioner has not fulfilled the requirements under section 141 capital A. And he has not done a chambering, but he wished to be called to the bar on the ground of he is in the judicial and legal service, which we cannot agree with the petitioner, as he needs to at least go for a period of chambering before being able to be called to the bar, on the ground that he is not under the judicial and legal service per se in the state of Sabah as pursuant to section 4(1) capital A, my lady. Furthermore, as we understand that the judicial and legal service in the state of Sabah is constituted of legal officers appointed in the public service, my lady. So which means the legal officers, the magistrates, the DPP under the Attorney General Chambers, whereas the petitioner is a legal executive appointed under the Inland Revenue Board, where with due respect that he has been in Sabah for a few years and has been in Sabah doing some prosecution matters, But however, we are in the opinion that he should at least commence pupillage, and he does not fall under the judicial and legal service as required under section 4(1) capital A, my lady.
Mr. Jimmy, counsel,
Yes, my lady.
what do you have to say about this? Why wasn't this done? Why
My
wasn't
lady,
this looked
my
into?
reply would be, as mentioned by my learned friend Puan Jose, this applicant is a revenue counsel appointed by the government. I think he was appointed since 1st August 2016. And he has the right of audience in all the courts in Malaysia. And in fact, he have appeared in the High Court and in the Court of Appeal on all the civil matters in respect of tax matter. And the applicant have also given the power to prosecute for all tax offences in the Court of Sabar.
So
Your
are
Honor,
you saying, no, are you saying all this exempt him from the under section 4(1) is it? Exempt him from for the pupillage? Is that
my lady, you're absolutely
that's
right.
what you said?
The contention of the applicant would be he would fall under the first limb of the section 4(1) capital A, where he
What
has
does it say?
served in the judicial and legal service for more than 12 months. My lady, this applicant has been acting on behalf of the government of Malaysia on all the court proceedings. And there is no definition in the
Serve
Sabar.
as what? Serve as what? Is it as a judge
Revenue
or as a
counsel.
lawyer or as a
As a
lawyer,
lawyer,
counsel
as a revenue
or as
counsel.
a? He's only a.
He's a revenue counsel.
He's a prosecutor, isn't it?
Yes.
In the revenue counsel, so that would have that what you're saying that would have exempt him from, that would have include him as the the office which he has served as in the judicial and what was that?
Judicial and legal service.
Jimmy?
My lady, if I may be of assistance, clearly the applicant is not in the judicial and legal services. Judicial legal services is magistrates, DPPs, people serving under the AGC. It's very clear, and I don't think by any stretch of the imagination can a revenue counsel be considered judicial legal services, my lady. That's very clear what judicial legal services is. However, my lady, there is an exemption under section 4(1)(b), which says that the Chief Justice, and today that power is being exercised by my lady, in his sole discretion, exempt a person from the whole or part of any period of pupillage or reading in chambers upon application made to him, supported by satisfactory evidence that A, there are special circumstances justifying the exemption. So, my lady, it is possible to be exempted, but it is for them now to convince my lady that he should. Correct, yes, my lady.
Well, Mr. Jimmy, for the sake of your pupil, you better give me what is the special circumstances.
Lady, wait
a minute. Didn't you check this? Check with the AG chambers as well as with the Sabar Law Society before even, did you check whether this is all properly done? You have done it properly, and there'll be no objection to it. Have you been checked? Have you looked into it properly? Ask them whether it's.
My lady, I was informed by the applicant that he have checked with the Sabar Law Society. In fact, a draft had been submitted to them, and there was no indication of any objection at that point of time. The objection was raised after the application had been filed by the applicant.
That's not entirely correct, my lady. I have been approached and spoken to. In fact, counsel has also spoken to me, and it has been indicated to my my learned friend as well as the applicant that there will be at least an issue with the chambering. However, my lady, may I suggest that my learned friend should be addressing the court as to the special circumstances, because
yeah,
there probably are special circumstances.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that, but I was just wondering why was this not done properly before was the inquiry. Anyway, okay, Ms. Can you give what's the special circumstances?
My lady, there are special circumstances whereby the applicant was actually called to the Malaysian bar in 2012. Thereafter, he was appointed as the revenue counsel in 2014. He was posted to Sabar in 2016, my lady.
He was admitted in what bar? The Malaya bar, is it?
The West High Court Malaya.
Malaya bar, it's not Malaysian. Malaysian include us, isn't it? The Malaya bar, he was admitted already, is it?
Yes, my lady.
Okay.
And that was on 2012. And he was thereafter posted to Sabah in 2016 as the revenue counsel, my lady.
So what is the special circumstances now? Which part are you? Of course,
my lady, what
I have to relate the whole
applicant the applicant more than enough experience in arguing in all the courts in Malaysia. He have appeared in the Court of Appeal, he appeared in the High Court in all the civil matter in respect of tax matter, and in fact have involved in enforcement and execution proceedings. My lady, beside that, the applicant was also appointed by the public prosecutor and given the power to prosecute all the offences in respect of Income Tax Act and Real Property Gain Tax Act in Session Court and in Magistrate Court.
Would that qualify him as what, isn't it? Now we're not asking whether qualification is the special circumstances. So what yourself, okay, Mr. Roger, Ms. Puan Lucy, what is the objective of pupillage for 6 months? I mean, what was the aim of the what? The intention?
Maybe assistance, yeah. Actually, the primary objective of pupillage is one, of course, to familiarize the applicant with the functions of the court and the legal profession. That's one. The second one, my lady, and probably most important, is to familiarize the applicant with the Sabah laws. It would appear, my lady, that because he has attended the ethics course, which has Sabah laws component inside the ethics course, that could be sufficient, my lady. So these are the primary objectives of chambering, and I leave it up to your lady to decide whether or not he has fulfilled the objectives.
Okay, Puan Dulce, before I give my decision.
I agree with Mr. Roger. Actually, the objective of the chambering is to familiarize the environment and the legal fraternity as well as the laws in Sabah, because as we know that the applicant intends to actually practice in Sabah, so meaning that he will be in Sabah for quite some time. So I believe that he also, from his affidavit, he also been here for a few years, and he also been attending all the courses, like Mr. Roger said, and pursuant, and also, my lady, pursuant to Section 4.1 capital B, it's I believe that my lady would be in absolute discretion to whether to grant this admissions by the applicant.
Very well then, since Mr. Hal, I believe, has enough experience in Sabah. He has been in Sabah all along, isn't it? Has been doing the what, Mr. Hal? Okay. It is my pleasure to admit the applicant, Mr. Hal, and enroll as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah, and enroll him as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak. And upon the payment of the prescribed fee, the Deputy Registrar shall cause the name of the applicant be entered on the roll of advocate pursuant to Section 6 of the Advocate Ordinance Sabah Cap 2. Congratulations. Yeah.
May the petitioner stand up and take his YBGK pledge.
I, Halai Kyong, NRIC number S70A12085169, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
The gowning ceremony shall be performed. The gowning shall be done by
himself, is it?
Self-gown.
Okay. Tell me when he has self-gown himself. Yeah, always I can't see the picture here.
P3, P3. P3.
P3, yeah? Yeah, can't see. Ah, yes, okay. Very well, Mr. Hal, congratulations. Do you have anything to say? A message also to anyone?
Thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Oh, is it? Are you married?
I'm still single.
Oh, single. Otherwise, a message to your wife. Okay. And you do you have any message for your parents?
Yeah, thanks to my parent, Miss Lan Yoswan. Thank you.
Okay. What?
Next case, Yang Arif.
Your parents, you say you love them for doing all these things for you, is it? For looking up to you. Okay, congratulations. Now we go to the next one. Muazam.
PKI 18-4/2 of 2022. The applicant is Muazam bin Mohidin by his mover, Mr. Lim Chun Lung.
Please, Your Ladyship.
Yeah.
Lim Chung Lung appearing for the applicant, Mr. Muazam bin Mohidin. The State Attorney General's chamber is represented by my learned friend, Puan Dolsi Milus Majawid, Senior State Counsel, and Mr. Roger Chin is appearing on behalf of the Sabah Law Society. The cause papers have been served on the State Attorney General Chambers and also on the Sabah Law Society. Before I introduce the petitioner, may I inquire from my learned friends whether they have any objection to the petitioner's application?
No objection, my lady.
Thank you. Mr. Roger?
No objections, my lady.
Very well
Proceed.
then. Yeah, proceed please.
The petitioner is a Malaysian citizen of full age and of Sabah origin. He was born in Sandakan on the 13th of June, 1997, and therefore has Sabah connections as defined under Section 22A of the Advocates Ordinance. He started his primary education at Sekolah Kebangsaan Merpati Sandakan from the year 2004 to 2009. In February 2009, he moved to Sekolah Kebangsaan Kota Kinabatangan. In 2010, he commenced his secondary education at Sekolah Menengah Sains Sabah at Kota Kinabalu. He graduated in year 2014 after completing his Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, SPM. In the year 2015, he commenced his foundation in law at Pusat Asasi University Technology Mara in the Dengkil campus in Selangor. Subsequently, he pursued his degree at University Malaya from the year 2016 to 2020, and was conferred the degree in Bachelors of Laws by the University of Malaya on the 30th of September 2020, and therefore was a qualified person as required under Section 4.1 CA of the Advocates Ordinance. On the 4th of January 2021, he commenced pupillage by reading in the chambers of State Attorney General under the instructions and supervision of State Attorney General of Sabah, Datuk Nur Asia binti Muhammad Yusuf. On 30th of September 2021, he completed reading his chambers in the State Attorney General. He completed reading in the chambers of State Attorney General for a period of 12 months. In the premise, he has satisfied Section 4.1a, subsection A of the Advocates Ordinance. During the period of his pupillage in the State Attorney General's chambers, he was guided, instructed, and supervised in various aspects of works, including general legal research, drafting matters, vetting agreements and contracts, constructing letters of advice, and drafting submissions, affidavit oppositions, correspondence, together with minutes of meetings. The petitioner has attended and completed the 12 sessions of the Duty Scheme Council and the 6 sessions of the Legal Aid Scheme as organized by the Sabah Law Society. He had attended the Ethics, Practice, and Professional Standard course organized by the Sabah Law Society, which was held on the 11th of March 2021 until the 12th of March 2021, and successfully passed the relevant test on the 22nd of March 2021. The petitioner has also attended the Civil Advocacy Training course organized by Sabah Law Society, which was held on the 9th of July until the 10th of July 2021 and on the 17th of July 2021. He has also submitted in his affidavit in support testimonials of good characters by OKK Jibra bin Jahaya, the Chief District of Lamak, Kinabatangan at Pejabat Mahkamah Anak Negeri Kinabatangan, and Salba binti Asing, the headman of Kampung Jaya Baru Kinabatangan. The petitioner has not been disbarred, struck off, suspended, or in any other manner disentitled to practice as an advocate or legal practitioner and is not a bankrupt. In the circumstances, he has satisfied the conditions of eligibility for admission as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah under the Advocates Ordinance. At this juncture, may I inquire from my learned friends whether they have any objection?
No objection, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
In the premises, the petitioner respectfully and humbly prays for an order in terms of the originating summons under enclosure 1 for an order that Mr. Muazam bin Mohidin be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah, Malaysia.
Very well, then the applicant, Muazam bin Mohidin, be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak, and upon the payment of the prescribed fee, the Deputy Registrar shall cause the name of the applicant be entered on the roll of advocates pursuant.
Yes, my lady. May the petitioner stand up and take his YVGK pledge.
I, Muazam bin Mohidin, NRIC 970613126149, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
The gowning ceremony shall be performed. The gowning shall be done by his parent, Mr. Mohidin and Mrs. Maritas. E4 Yang Arif. Okay, gowning is done. Gowning is done. Now, next case, BKI.
Sorry, Mr. Ong.
Yeah, sorry.
My lady, the applicant has prepared a short appreciation speech. May I seek the court's permission to read out the speech to thank those who have contributed to success today?
Yes.
Thank you, Malini. The petitioner would like to express his deepest gratitude to his parents, Mr. Mohidin bin Judin and Mrs. Meretes binti Tolentino, and his sister, Shakina Ain, for their unfaltering love and support in helping him reach this admission day to the bar. He wishes to record that he will forever be indebted to their unconditional love and for always being there for him, no matter what. Special thanks also to his other family members for always supporting him, and praise that the Lord Almighty blesses each and every one of them. The petitioner would like to thank every educator that has shaped and nurtured the petitioner to become who he is today, from SK Merpati Sandakan, SK Kota Kinabatangan, Sekolah Menengah Sains Sabar, and to all his lecturers from University of Malaya. All of the invaluable lessons and knowledge from his teachers would always be remembered and remain forever in his heart. The petitioner would like to express his gratitude to his pupil master, Datuk Nur Asia binti Muhammad Yusof, the State Attorney General, and to all the legal officers, together with the supporting staff, for their guidance and assistance throughout his pupillage period at the State Attorney General's chambers. Lastly, the petitioner would like to show his gratitude to all his friends from his school, especially to his batchmate from secondary school, his friends from university that always helped and guided him during his studies, and not forgetting his supportive and talented and helpful colleagues during his chambering period, that all of them have always become his inspiration to work hard and help and strive to achieve his ultimate goals in life. That is all, my lady.
Okay. Now, Yang Arif, the next case, BKI 18-5/12 of 2022. The applicant is Nur Shirin binti Ismail by his mover Datu Haji Adrian bin Haji Puti.
Okay.
Please, your ladyship.
Yeah.
My name is Anan Haji Puti. I'm appearing on behalf of the petitioner Nur Shirin binti Ismail. In this morning, petitions for an admission as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah in Sarawak under section 4, 5, and 6 of the Advocates Ordinance. My ladyship, Puan Dulci Milut Majawid, a senior state counsel, is appearing on behalf of the Attorney General Chambers, and my learned friend, Mr. Roger Chin, the president of the Sabar Law Society, is appearing on behalf of the Sabar Law Society. I believe, my lord, the papers are in order. I would like to inquire from both learned counsels whether they have any objections to this application, my ladyship.
From the State Attorney?
Objection, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
Thank you.
Much obliged. My lady, if I may just briefly introduce the petitioner. The petitioner was born and raised in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, to Mr. Ismail Idni and Mrs. Mazna Ibrahim. She was conferred with a degree of Bachelor of Law, LLB Honours from University Technology Mara on the 11th of July 2017. She was admitted as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya in October 2018. Thereon, on the 17th of May, she commenced pupillage in the firm of Mrs. Adnan Putian Saleh. In August 2021, she was granted a partial exemption of pupillage for a period of 6 months from the period of during the pupillage, my ladyship, the petitioner have daily attended and successfully completed ethics and professional standard course, duty counsel scheme and legal aid scheme, except for the advocacy training, my ladyship. In fact, the petitioner wanted to do the advocacy training in November, but because of the limited seats, she couldn't, my ladyship. But she has enrolled in the advocacy training, which is scheduled in August 2022. Sorry. April 2022 for 3 days, my lord. And she undertook to submit her certificate of the advocacy once she has completed the training, my ladyship. My lady, I believe the petitioner have satisfied all the conditions of eligibility for admission as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah in Sarawak and have not suffered from those restrictions that would disentitle her to practice. In the premises, my lady, we humbly pray for an order that she be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court of Sabah in Sarawak. And upon payment of the prescribed fees, to cause her name to be enrolled in the role of advocates, my lady.
Now, Wani, I'm stuck. Wani? Wani? Stuck tidak? Advocates of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak, and upon the payment of the prescribed fee, the deputy registrar shall cause the name of the applicant be entered on the roll of advocates pursuant to Section 6 of the Advocate Ordinance Sabah Cap 2. Congratulations.
May the petitioner stand up and take her YBGK pledge.
I, Nushirin binti Ismail, NRC number 921227125278, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
The gowning ceremony shall be performed. The gowning shall be done by the mover.
Oni.
E5. Yeah, P5. Counting is done. Counting is done. The next case, BKI 8-18-6/2 of 2022, the applicant Mahran Rafhana binti Muhammad Siri by a mover Datu Sri K. Rakpiu Singh.
May it please you, my lady. My lady Rugby appearing for the petitioner and appearing for the Sabar Law Society is my learned friend, Mr. Roger Chin Ken Fong. And appearing for the State Attorney General Chambers is my learned friend, Ms. Durusi Milas Majawid. Before I proceed with the petition, I would humbly like to inquire from both of them if they do have any objections this morning.
No objection, my lady.
Roger.
Friend, no objections, my lady.
Sir Rugby, please proceed. Yeah.
Thank you, my lady. My lady, I will proceed with the petitioner's background. She is a Malaysian citizen of Sabah origin. She is currently 25 years of age, born on 26th of October 1996, and is domiciled in Sabah. And therefore, she has what is known as Sabah connections pursuant to Section 22A of the Ordinance and had satisfied Section 42C of the said ordinance as well. She has attended primary school at SK St. Patrick Tawau from 2003 to 2008. In 2009, she carried on with her secondary education at SMK Kuhara Tawau and has completed her CG Pelajaran Malaysia SPM. Thereafter, the year after, in 2014, she took up pre-university in STPM and was qualified in 2015 for the said STPM. She then pursued her law education at the University Utara Malaysia in Kedah Darul Aman from 2016 to 2020 and was conferred with a degree of Bachelor's of Law from the said university on 25th October 2020, and therefore, and most humbly, she is a qualified person pursuant to Section 41CA of the said ordinance. I move on. On 7th of January 2021, last year, she commenced her pupillage in my chambers under me personally for a period of complete 12 months with me. And I have signed her certificate of pupillage for having done her pupillage in my firm. Now, during her pupillage, my lady, she has done a whole spectrum of matters in my chambers. She has done drafting of notices of demand, even helping me to prepare notices of motions, affidavits. She has done witness statements for trial preparations. She has appeared with me, my lady, in Magistrates Court, Sessions Court, High Court, Court of Appeal, and even the Federal Court, my lady. You have gone right through the whole motion, and in open court, via Zoom, and have done e-reviews as well. Having said that, Yang Arif, therefore, she has satisfied Section 41A, small a of the said ordinance as well. Now, that apart from my chambers, she had also done duty counsel for 12 sessions. She has done the legal aid scheme for 6 sessions, and the documented proof and certificates are duly annexed to her affidavit as well. She has then undergone her advocacy training course on the 9, 10, and 17 of July, and the certificate of attendances are all attached to the affidavit. She has also attended the Ethics Practice and Professional Standard course organized by the SLS, and a certificate of participation has also been attached to the affidavit. She has testimonials of good character from 2 well-known personalities, and therefore has also satisfied Section 51B of the said ordinance. As far as her status is concerned, she has not been previously disbarred
not previously been struck out, no pending disciplinary inquiries, had not been convicted, so on and so forth, and she's neither a bankrupt. In the circumstances, I pause here for a moment to state that she has satisfied the conditions of eligibility for admission as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah, pursuant to those sections stated in the ordinance, my lady. Now, my lady, therefore, I seek that my lady should be enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah, my lady. Can you hear? Sure. A video start. There's a minor suspense. The video is a bit stuck.
Yeah,
Just calm down. You will be
Okay.
minor suspense.
Am I in already, Wani? Okay. Now, my decision. What you have finished with, because we have stuck and I'm.
Oh
you
yes,
have
my
finished
lady.
with it? Start with?
My lady, yes. Basically, my lady, I've gone through the entire affidavit, and I seek that she be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor in the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah, my lady. May my lady make the order.
Okay. The applicant be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak, and upon the payment of the prescribed fee, the deputy registrar shall cause the name of the applicant, Maharan Rafahana binti Muhammad Siri, be entered on the roll of advocates pursuant to Section 6 of the Advocates Ordinance Sabah Cap 2. Thank you.
Thank you, my lady. My lady, may the YBGK pledge be taken by Maharan
Yes,
Rafah?
please. Yeah, proceed.
May petitioner do so?
Please stand up, take your pledge. Miss Maharan, stand up, take your pledge.
Yeah.
Yes. Raise your right hand.
Raise your hand. You can read out, Maharan.
I, binti Muhammad Siri, NRIC number 96102612598, do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Keuangan Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK cases in the first 12 months of practice.
My lady, in view of this, may the parents do gown her, my lady.
Yeah, the gowning ceremony shall be performed. The gowning shall be done by her parent.
That's correct, ma'am.
Okay. Please proceed, yeah?
Proceed. Maharan, proceed.
P6.
My lady, just a small note here. She would like to ask me to address some special thanks to her parents and so on. May I just briefly go through. She would like to thank her parents and state and express a profound gratitude for making her go through the whole process of education right up to today, where she's qualified as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah. She would also like to thank her siblings, her friends, her fiance, and so on, Yang Arif. And finally, she expresses her highest gratitude to her master. She didn't state the name of the master, but I suppose it's me, for moving her call today and for guiding her in the pupillage. But my lady, before I end, allow me, my lady, I suppose that everyone in the previous calls which I heard this morning had thanked everybody, had thanked their parents, had thanked their friends, their husbands, their wives, and so on. I would like to say something special here as well. I would personally like to thank my lady, Dato, the Honorable Justice Dato Noshaya binti Arshad, for being here to hear these calls being moved and enrolling them as advocate and solicitor in the High Court of Sabah and Sarawak in the state of Sabah. I must state that I've been practicing almost 30 years as a senior advocate, and let me tell all of you that it's a wonderful opportunity to be present and appear before the charismatic Justice Datuk Noshaya binti Arshad, a truly beautiful judge and a beautiful judge if you get an opportunity to appear before her ladyship. I want to thank you, my lady. Thank you, my lady. I didn't get a chance to do that.
Oh,
I wish to thank you, my lady.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm touched by that. And so congratulations. Have we finished with this? It's already gone, is it? Because we keep on, the line has been interrupted.
Yeah.
Not. Okay, congratulations and thank you, Mr. Dev.
Thank you. It's a touching moment, my lady.
Now, next
Yeah,
case,
thank you.
BKI 18-7/2 of 2022. The applicant JD Allen bin James by Muazam Shazali Donald bin Abdullah.
May please, my lady. My name is Shazali Donald bin Abdullah, appearing for the petitioner in this application. My learned friend, State AG, Puan Dalsi Majawid, and President of Law Society, Mr. Roger Chin. This is application made by the petitioner to be admitted and enrolled in advocate. It's in Sabah in Sarawak under Section 6 Ordinance Sabah Capital 2. Before I proceeding this application, may I require any objection from my learned friend for this application?
No objection, my lady.
No objections, my lady.
Very well then. Please proceed, yeah, Mr. Shazali Donald.
The petitioner is citizen of full age in Sabah origin, was born in Kudat Hospital in the state of Sabah. He completed his primary education at Sekolah Rendah Kebangsaan Lodung Kudat, Sabah in 1999, then commenced his secondary education Form 1 until Form 6 at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Sekwati Kudat in 2000 and graduated in 2006. Thereafter, from 2007 to 2011, he commenced his tertiary education at University Malaysia Sarawak, Kota Samarahan, and was awarded with bachelor degree of social science. Subsequently, from 2012 to 2018, he further studied at University Technology Mara, Selangor, and was awarded with Bachelor of Legal Studies. Subsequently, from 2019 to 2020, he further studied at UiTM Shah Alam Selangor and was awarded with another degree of Bachelor of Laws on 5th day of January, year 2021. On 4th day of January 2021 and up to now, he commenced his privilege in legal form of Mrs. Shazali Donald Muhammad Inko, advocate and solicitors in Kota Kinabalu, under the direction, in guidance, in instruction of Shazali Donald bin Abdullah, that is myself, his pupil master. As for 4th day of January 22, he has completed his 12 months period of pupillage in legal and said legal firm. Hence, I really believe that he fulfilled the requirement under Section 4 of the said ordinance. He also attended and completed the 12th session of legal aid duty council scheme organized by the Sabar Law Society. He also attended the completed the advocacy training course organized by the Borneo Advocacy Training Center, and he also attended and completed the ethics practice in professional standard course organized by the SLS, which held on 25th until 26th of October 2021. Pursuant to Section 5 of the said ordinance, he is the person referred to in two recent testimonial of good character given by Amy Idang in Noble Change, Chuan Xiong. As the date hereof, he not been that hereof disbarred, struck off, suspended, in any other manner, this entitled to practice as an advocate and legal practitioner. He also not undischarged bankrupt or subject of any bankruptcy proceeding within the Commonwealth or at all, by virtue of the fact that he was born in Kudat Hospital, Kudat, Sabah. He is Sabah origin and have Sabah connection. Hence, I really believe that he has satisfied the requirement under Section 4, subsection 2C of the said ordinance. In the circumstances, I really believe that he has certified the condition of eligibility for the admission as advocate in the High Court of Sabah in Sarawak in the state of the Sabah under ordinance under Section 4(5) of the ordinance. He also desires to be admitted and enrolled as advocate and solicitors in the High Court of Sabah in Sarawak under Section 6 of the said ordinance. Therefore, I humbly pray for order of this for this honorable court that he be admitted and enrolled as advocate and solicitor in the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak under Section 6 the said ordinance.
The applicant be admitted and enrolled as an advocate of the High Court in Sabah and Sarawak, and upon the payment of the prescribed fee, the deputy registrar shall post the name of J.D. Allen bin James. The applicant be entered in the roll of advocates pursuant to Section 6 of the Advocate Ordinance, Sabah, Cap 2.
Much obliged, my lady.
May the petitioner stand up and take his YBGK pledge.
I, J.D. Allen bin James, IC number H7050749628 do solemnly promise to participate in Yayasan Bantuan Guaman Kebangsaan YBGK program as and when required to do so, namely 20 YBGK in the first 12 months of practice.
The gowning ceremony shall be performed. The gowning shall be done by Sazali Donald bin Abdullah. P7.
Already, okay. Congratulations, and any speech? Any? Okay.
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 Now for the photography session, the slideshow will be uploaded and shown on.
We have finished with it, is it on?
Yes, Arif.
Okay.
Lastly, Yang Arif, may it please Yang Arif, Datuk, I now invite you to give your honorable speech.
Whose speech?
Speech.
Whose speech on?
Your speech. Yang
My
Arif.
speech?
Yeah.
Congratulations to all the participants today. I think that's all. I don't. Wait a minute. Can we pause here?
Huh? There's speech, yeah.
This what? Yeah, I will not give any speech.
Okay,
You
Yang
did not
Arif.
prepare for me for that Ong.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. That means there will be no speech.
Congratulations to everybody then. Except
Yes.
congratulations to everybody. Yeah.
That is all, Yang Arif. Lastly, the hearing is over and adjourned.
Court adjourned, yeah.
Yes.